Hi everyone. The reading today is from John 18 verse 28 to John 19 verse 3. Before dawn they took Jesus from his trial before Caiaphas to the Roman governor's palace. Now the Jews refused to go into the Roman governor's residence to avoid ceremonial defilement before eating the Passover meal. So Pilate came outside where they waited and asked them pointedly, "Tell me, what exactly is the accusation that you bring against this man? What has he done?" They answered, "We wouldn't have come here to hand over this criminal to you if he wasn't guilty of some wrongdoing." Pilate said, "Very well, then you take him yourselves and go and pass judgment on him according to your Jewish laws." But the Jewish leaders complained and said, "We don't have any legal authority to put anyone to death. You should have him crucified." This was to fulfill the words of Jesus when he predicted the manner of his death, that he would die. Upon hearing this, Pilate went back inside his palace and summoned Jesus. Looking him over, Pilate asked him, "Are you really the King of the Jews?" Jesus replied, "Are you asking because you really want to know, or are you only asking because others have said it about me?" Pilate responded, "Only a Jew would care about this. Do I look like a Jew? It's your own people and your religious leaders that have handed you over to me. So tell me, Jesus, what have you done wrong?" Jesus looked at Pilate and said, "The royal power of my kingdom realm doesn't come from this world. If it did, then my followers would be fighting to the end to defend me from the Jewish leaders. My kingdom realm authority is not of this realm." Then Pilate responded, "Oh, so then you are a king?" "You are right," said Jesus. "I was born a king, and I have come into this world to prove what truth really is, and everyone who loves the truth will receive my words." Pilate looked at Jesus and said, "What is truth?" As silence filled the room, Pilate went back out to where the Jewish leaders were waiting and said to them, "He's not guilty. I can't even find one fault with him. Now you do know that we have a custom that I release one prisoner every year at Passover. Shall I release your king, the King of the Jews?" They shouted out over and over, "No, not him. Give us Barabbas." Now Barabbas was a robber and a troublemaker. John 19. Then Pilate ordered Jesus to be brutally beaten with a whip of leather straps embedded with metal, and the soldiers also wove thorn branches into a crown and set it on his head and placed a purple robe over his shoulders. Then one by one they came in front of him to mock him by saying, "Hail to the King of the Jews!" And one after another they repeatedly punched him in the face.